Basically what we want to do is run through attack off 9. Okay, so I think a lot of teams have simplified it where we're just 9 to forward runner, and sometimes we get that tip ball, but what we're trying to create is isolating one defender and making a real easy read. So what you're going to see here is the 9 pick. He's going to circle around and try to get to the outside of the second defender. So we've got ABC, post guard 10, whatever you want to call it, second defender, straighten up, and then they're going to isolate the third defender and really try and split him. So we'll see how that goes. So what the attackers are trying to do is just simply split and move the guy off his mark. Okay, it's good. So we want to keep a bit, have it a bit tighter, and actually try and make a read on which way you want to go. So the number 9 has to make a decision. Okay, so that when the 9 is circling, he's coming out, we really want him to come back and straighten up on this position, beat him to his outside, and all he's doing is reading the eyes of this guy. If he's squaring up on his defender this way, he's obviously going out back door, and then if he's looking outside, he's hitting that first option. So real simple decision making, reading one defender. So what we're trying to do is make that ball carrier into a playmaker with a very simple read. So giving him that one option and targeting one defender, so they don't have to read everything that's in front of them. They just have to read one defender, and there's always a gap there. Run each side.
Hey Malcolm, roll up.
Oh! Good, and they give me a back ball.
You're not supposed to stand on the camera, bro. Get
Malcolm, roll after you. Come take. Good, well done. That's it. Just for the camera. So what we find is that back ball runner always wants to go in like it's a pull pass and really go wide. So we have to really overemphasize that we're just splitting that defender.
So here goes that exact same sequence in a game. So the 9 does a good job to hold the 1 and 2. The third defender is held by the first runner, and he just simply opens up the door for the second guy to go through untouched. The 9 doesn't quite square up, but it's still the same result.
Okay, on this one, it's when the ball's being distributed straight from the ground from the number 9 to the first receiver, and what he's doing, and he's just running a Y line. Okay, so we don't want any drift, straight up off the foot, which is either going to draw both defenders or one. Okay, so all he's reading is the outside defender. If the outside defender looks at him, he's giving it. If he's looking away, all he's doing is just getting a positive push through that hole. Okay, so we're going to do a shotgun. Okay, so what we want first we're going to do is just three. So let's lose the post and give me a out here. Yep. So first receiver is simply running in the first defender out. So we got B. This guy's on first receiver. He's coming up. I just want to push him off 1 foot, attacking this space here. All he's reading is what the fourth defender's doing. We want someone screaming off his hip on the tip line outside of that defender. Okay, so he's coming through here. Paul lines up on me. I'm giving the tip. If he doesn't, he's simply just pushing through. And then we've got the third as a motor to support whatever. Okay, so really focus on the straight and move him off the spot. So we're just targeting one defender once again. Good, well done. So let's really get that one push off. So stay a bit wide for him, let's make it realistic, like you're going to square up on him. So one step off, attack that spot. Make it cool. Yeah, good, well done.
So here's another example of this working on field. So we don't see too much of a Y line, but you do see the importance of the ball carrier identifying if that outside defender is coming in on him or whether he's looking at his outside support runner.
Really important on that Y line that we're running straight and that we're not drifting into that gap so defense can just drift into it. It straightens, we pull away, and the tip line is running against the grain as well to try and catch that defense napping.
This next clip's real basic, but basically all you see is the ball carrier running straight and identifying that his option is closed down, and he just simply skips through. Seems very basic, but that one straighten and then move can be all the difference. So as you can see here in a game, Foster's done exactly the same thing, where he's identified that his outside defender is committed to a support runner and just taken him to himself, but he's done enough to move his defender off his spot.
Okay, and let's add one where it does get pulled out the back to go with the type.
Put it on my chest, eh? I'm not melting. Yeah, shotgun left.
Good, let's go a bit wider with that. So Jade receives the ball. Jade receives the ball out behind Peyton. So really pull it. Go on, Peyton. Good, well done. Okay, that's good, boys. Thank you. So on that last one, what we've seen was if you're running say a 1-3-3-1, you've also got that out the back door option. If defenders do stick to you, you don't want to take that contact. There's also the back door